What's running through your mind right now? Like, what kind of?
I just tell y'all everything running through my mind. Yeah. I ain't got no more else to tell you.
It looked like a big play in the game was the illegal shift. You get the big ball down the tee. You guys
down the field.
Yep.
On the outside line.
Yeah.
I think it was they called
formation.
Yeah, I think it was Mims. They said Mims wasn't on the line of scrimmage, wasn't on the ball. So I mean, we wasn't getting a lot of calls. A lot of calls wasn't going our way. We drew them off sides, didn't get that call. That call was pretty obvious on the iPad. You go back to the sideline, you see it. So.
Yeah, I mean, but you get the ball on the 14 at that point. You get the ball on the 14, and then everything just kind of seemed to shift.
It's adversity, man. We got to find ways to get the ball out of playmakers' hand, open the run game up for our running backs, and execute.
Zach had a lot of good things to say about you, despite given the frustration. I mean, how has that relationship kind of grown over the years, and how you kind of express things to him? And yeah,
it's constantly growing. You know what I'm saying? It's constantly growing. I'm a leader, so he looks at me as a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be positive all the time. Don't matter the scoreboard. Got to make sure my guys is still fighting the whole game.
I mean, the last 2 weeks are hard to find hope in, but is there something that you see that you feel like gives you hope this team can pull out of this funk?
I mean, just take it week by week. I mean, coming off a loss, I mean, the only thing you can do is, hope to, prepare and, try to get a win next week. So
I feel like I did decent for the most part. Of course, you look back at the film, there's some things to work on. And of course, we didn't come out with the outcome we wanted, but it felt great to be out there and you can learn from it and grow from it.
You started well offensively, drove down the field, kicked a field goal on the opening drive. What did you think was working then?
I mean, we just had everything we were executing things really good that drive. We just got to sustain that for the rest of the game.
What changed?
Things happen. Penalties weren't going, stuff like that. Just not adjusting after the penalties, and things weren't going our way. We lost momentum, and things just went left for us.
A lot of people can say the offense should be, without Joe, it's a little bit tougher. Do you feel like y'all should still be better, even with Jake at quarterback?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's how do I put this? It's on us as individuals to do our job, no matter who's at quarterback, who's not out there at left guard, who's at right guard, who's not at right guard. All of those different things, man. It's on us as individuals to do our part and handle our job so that everybody can, come together, execute properly. Good things happen, touchdowns happen.
Do you think as a leadership group, especially with so many of the captains being on the offensive side of the ball, that you guys will have some sort of meeting and maybe change something up this week to get you guys better prepared and playing better next Sunday?
Yeah, I imagine we will. Yep.
How disappointed are you in the lack of discipline on that?
It's frustrating. It is, man. Especially in these type of games in prime time. It's frustrating. Because we do put a lot on ourselves and take a lot of pride in handling. The pre-snap penalties, post-snap penalties, knowing our assignments, all those different things. It is frustrating, but we'll figure it out, man. It's a tough spot to be in.
Y'all were clicking early on that first drive. Kind of what changed for y'all as the game went?
I'm not 100% sure. I had to see the film.
You feel like as a front, how'd y'all do early in the game when the game was still? How do you feel y'all did?
Yeah, hard to say, man. It really is. I'm at that point. I'm just, very focused on what I got with my task at hand. We were moving the ball well. We obviously we didn't score a touchdown, but we did. We were in field goal range, kick a field goal. But I'm not 100% sure.
What's your level of frustration right now?
Yeah, very high. I take a lot of pride in what I do. I take a lot of pride in playing for the city, playing for Zach Taylor, this organization. It's frustrating, man, and I never want to be on this side of things in terms of losing. So, I'm going to do my part and figure out what it is to help put us in better position.
Is 13 points in 2 games hard to stomach?
It is. It really is.
Football is a game of momentum. That when you have it, you have it. And when you don't, you don't. It's kind of hard to generate it, but we got to find different ways to generate it. Offense, we got to find ways to generate on offense. And defense, we got to complement it. We got to give it right back to them. So we are in the process of ironing out the kinks. Still early. We're not defeated yet. We're just going back to the drawing board, just as a lot of teams are doing across the league right now. So everybody's still finding their identity. We know what the identity is. We're just, in a metaphor, we're still on the climb, still on that journey to get there, to put down the roots of what we want to be and who we're trying to be. So people are itching to get back to where I know I am.
You were in for almost every snap. Barrett played a bunch. Do you feel like you two guys grow with every NFL game you play?
Absolutely. That's all this is learning to be consistent, learning to trust your brother to your left and to your right, knowing that you can get the play call, echo the play call, and go out there and do your best, do your 111th to make sure that we can get off the field. And that's what we're going to continue to do as a defense, and we're going to continue as an offense to grow and put points up when the time is called.
How challenging are the Broncos to defend? Very good screen game, good offensive line, punishing runners. Talk about that challenge.
Yeah, we step up for every challenge. You got to step up to every challenge in the NFL. All teams they have their favorite plays, and they have their momentum plays and their big momentum shifts, and teams find what their bread and butter is. For them, that's their bread and butter, and every week you got to have a plan for it. We always have a plan. We have an answer for everything. We just have to know when to put the right answers into play, if you will, and not overload our minds, just make it simple so that everybody can play fast.
Was the touchdown with 8 seconds left in the half a big blow? Because it was 14-3 at that point.
Right. Yeah, definitely a big blow, but it's, you got to kind of go back to your little league quarterback days, or just little league days in general, where you hear a lot of coaches, even my dad would say, have short-term memory. When you come back out, you get a next opportunity. There are no failures. There are just opportunities, just missed opportunities. So there are no failures on the field. We don't consider it as a failure. We see it as a missed opportunity. So, and then going into the next half, what an opportunity you get to come out of the gate and get 3 and out. So that's what you want to stand on. So it's about learning from missed opportunities, never learning from failures, because we don't have failures, because we get to play the game that we love.